Hi, I'm Kenneth WAJDA, and here's another one of my photography talks. Thanks for being here. So today I want to talk about creating a space for your work, a space for my work. About a year ago, I started an online photo magazine called Boulder Viewfinder because I live near Boulder, Colorado, and I wanted to have a place that I could document the things that are going on in Boulder and in my town. I'm in Boulder County, and where we could have, my goal was really to get multiple photographers on board. The idea was if there were 7 or 14 photographers who were participating, they would each submit one photo a week or every 2 weeks, or a photo package, or some collection of photographs that have some story of some place that they went that was a current event that they attended. And it would be like Life magazine for photographers. It would be like Life magazine for Boulder. And I didn't want to open it up to just anybody who could submit photos because I wanted it to be photographers photographing in a documentary, photojournalistic way. And there is a very specific look that happens when you shoot that way. You get a wide shot to establish a scene, you get close-ups, you get medium shots, and you look for emotion. That's a journalistic approach to covering a story, is to get a variety of shots to tell the story. So I started the blog, and I did not get other people to contribute very much. I found 2 photographers who said they would contribute. They each contributed once, but then they didn't anymore. And you really need consistency. My idea for it was, let's build a magazine that has Boulder happenings, Boulder County happenings on a regular basis, and as we increase our number of posts, number of friends who come see it, number of subscribers, we can sell advertising on the sides of the blog, and everybody benefits from that. My whole thing is photographers should be able to create work, and they should be able to be supported for it. I'm not a big fan of working for free. I think that art needs to be paid for, and there are ways. So I think that was a pretty good model, but I didn't have it work out so far. And the blog still exists at boulderviewfinder.com, and I'll put that link in the comments below. But ideally, you can start any kind of a magazine and call it whatever you want in whatever town you're in, and it gives you license. It gives you license to go photograph something, and if somebody says, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" you can say, "Well, I'm shooting for this magazine that I have." And I would do that often with Boulder Viewfinder, and it got me a lot of access, and it was true. It was genuine. I was really publishing a photo story a day, and I wanted it to be something that people did get to look forward to, and it included a lot of local activities, a lot of local people. And then that would attract that local advertiser. So I think the model is sound, but if you go look at Boulder Viewfinder now, you'll see there hasn't been a lot of posts in the last 8 months because there was a point where I was traveling a lot and it ended up getting interrupted, and once it got interrupted, things like that kind of slip away a little. And that certainly did, but I really enjoyed doing it. And I think if you could get in your town, and I think maybe a bigger city would work easier than Boulder, then you could get enough photographers contributing so that you're not the only one putting content out there. And then, as much as I hate to say this, the business of photography right now and news is clicks. So if you get photographers who have a lot of friends and they all go in and they check it out and they click it, that's a win-win for you, because that's what advertisers, that's what everything on the internet right now is all about, is about how many clicks can you get. And if you're interested in creating a magazine and you can create the content and you can create the audience, well then why not get paid for your work? So if you have an interest in creating some kind of a forum, some kind of a WordPress blog, that's what I did, you could certainly have a way that you could put your work out there into a container, in a sense, so that it has a place and so that you can tell people that's what you're working for. I thought that was a handy thing to have because, and I still think it's something that I would like to revive, But the goal would be to make it so that we can get more photographers involved, and certainly make it so that it's not just me putting all this content together, which is what it was. So if you take a look at that, tell me what you think in the comments. And then if you have any blogs that you create like that are timely, that people subscribe to and they go to over and over, that's a good model for all of us to see. So post those in the comments too. All right, that's your talk for today. I see you tomorrow.